his base when he only had that one turret. They could have easily run in there. And there we go. The forward turret. Forward turret is going to keep... Oh, nice. Oh, one last chance at a mind drag there. No, Dark Templar gets picked back up. But if he can push forward with these turrets and get a contain going, that would be really, really good for Leta. If he can get this contain, he's basically going to be able to take the game. What game was it? It was... I think one of it was like The Rock or something like that. Was able to take a game. It was some series that it was pretty one-sided. Oh, what was that series? Oh man, I can't remember what it was. I wish I remember what it was. Anyway, okay, Comsat is up. It looks like both Dark Templars got taken out. I think one of them might have gotten picked up in that shuttle, but the fact that he has Comsat, 2 Comsat stations probably, and turrets, forward turrets, means that this is pretty much doom for BestGod. I think BestGod is doomed here because Leta is going to be able to push in here. He's got Comsat, so he's going to be able to push in. Yeah, and now those tanks, siege mode is up. He's going to be able to use siege mode to protect the SCV building the turret. Once the turret is up, he'll be able to move in a little bit closer with his tanks and set that up, and he'll have a complete contain on BestGod, and BestGod will just be completely boxed in, and Leta will be able to just completely out-macro him. I mean, even off of 2 bases, he'll be in a really strong position, but Leta will be able to take a 3rd base very easily, and then it'll be the end. So, wow, this is looking really, really good for Leta. It looks like Leta is going to be able to take this game and move on to Phase C in the next set. It's not really the next round, it's kind of the same round, but yeah. Now, he's going to try and ferry his troops out here. BestGod's going to try and ferry his troops out of his base. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that. He could be setting up to try and come in for a flank, but it's still a bad position to do a flank from. Coming down that narrow passageway, he would probably be better off actually ferrying his troops to that high ground where those vultures are. He's going to try and move his forces up there. The vultures spotted, though. Leta sees it. He's going to try and move over with his tanks. Comsat goes off, expecting the Dark Templar to drop on top. The Dark Templar does not drop off. He wasted a Comsat, but nonetheless, he's killed those Dragoons and forced them back. And so this attempt by BestGod to get out of his base and move around has been foiled. He's going to try and move out of his front door now with a few Dragoons, but I think that's going to be foiled as well. So things are looking absolutely horrible for BestGod. The only thing he has going for him, the only thing is that mobility of that shuttle. It's the only thing keeping him from getting completely contained. It's only a matter of time, I think, here. And I think this is to be expected. I mean, we've seen this, like I said, we've seen this before on this map. The Teran's just completely containing the Protoss players. So this is going to be a stomping here. Actually, wow, Leta has abandoned part of his front, his contain, to go and chase that side there. And wow, BestGod is actually pushing out decently well. That's Zealots under Clump. Oh no, watch out for the mine, watch out for the mine! Oh, the mine only takes out 1 tank. Moving out with some Dragoons, and there's the reinforcements from Leta. His forces come back. Oh, 6 tanks coming back in, and that is it. That is it. There are no more mines to drag. Comsat going off. He's going to be able to easily dispatch those Zealots and then siege up and take out those Dragoons, reestablish his contain. That was beautiful. I have to say that was beautiful by BestGod, moving out at just the right moment. Finally, for the first time in this entire matchup, this entire set, being a little aggressive and pushing out there at just the right moment, but Leta just had too many forces in the field. He hadn't lost his first couple tanks this time, and so he was able to come back and bring those in and polish off BestGod's attempt to move out. Wow, there are more mines. He's got to stop planting mines. Leta, you've got it set up, you've got your contain set up, just stop planting mines that far in. I mean, I guess I could, excuse me, I could see the virtue of him setting up mines in BestGod's natural, so he can't run down his ramp or something like that, but it's not doing him much good to set up mines right in front of his tanks like that. I mean, it works against large clumps. It works against large clumps. If you've got a large clump of mines and a large clump of Zealots running, you can kill off a lot of Zealots before the Zealots are able to get in towards your tanks and other forces. The single, yeah, well, well, I guess if you've only got 1 tank defending, it's good to have some mines. You do more damage than not that way. But BestGod's really doing a good job of keeping Leta on his toes here, but I think it's only a stall tactic right now. It's only a matter of stalling. Yeah, BestGod's, he's pushing in on Leta's front door a little bit, trying to do a little bit of a counter. But again, you know, just like we saw in Game 1, Teran is just able to defend so easily with their reinforcements. Just a couple tanks coming out of his factories and a couple vultures are going to be enough to hold back those few dragoons and what have you that are trying to push in on his natural there. So Leta's going to be able to hold his main, and now he's again, for like the 10th time, setting up this contain outside BestGod's natural, his lower natural, I guess I should say, as opposed to Iron natural. And luckily for Leta, BestGod is being completely idiot and losing his shuttle on top of a turret that was just built. And, or maybe it was even built before and he just ran it in there. So that was BestGod's losing the game right there, I think. Wow, I really don't know what happened there. BestGod just completely not paying attention, and I think maybe that's one of the reasons why BestGod hasn't really broken out in the leagues very much. Leta checking for hidden expansions, pretty wise one with some extra comsat energy. Pretty soon he's gonna have enough forces to move out and just take out that natural base. Somehow BestGod has gotten a decent army out of his base, though. It looks like I think maybe I didn't see where those. I don't see him on the minimap. Maybe they're just marching into his natural. So yeah, speed upgrade now on those zealots. I apologize. No, never mind. They had speed before. Crack. But they had speed though. That was at least true. And yeah, so now he's got enough forces to move in here on this natural. He's got enough vultures in the way. He's going to be able to take out those zealots. Zealots completely going down. Last two dragoons are not going to be able to hold the day for BestGod. And here we go. Time to slaughter some probes. This is it. BestGod cannot hold out for much longer. When you see the Dark Templar coming out against a Teran that has comsat, you know it's desperation. I mean, it's like when your base is getting completely destroyed and you're a Protoss, you're like, crap, you just build a bunch of Dark Templar. I mean, it really works to try and hold off a Teran player, but it's, again, only a stalling tactic, and I'm really surprised that BestGod still has managed to keep these random forces alive, just going around harassing and what have you. So maybe that's what I saw earlier when I thought that BestGod had an army running around. BestGod loses the Nexus, down to 2 bases now. That's pretty much GG. So Leta definitely playing really well. I think that he had a bit of an advantage with this map. And so you got to hand it to BestGod for playing really, really well. But Leta, I think, also does deserve to move on here, despite the fact that his kind of dropship strategy did not work on Medusa. You know, he's played incredibly well, and he's done so well in Pro League. I really think that he deserves to give himself to show what he can do in the big leagues, I guess you could say, in the Star League. So I hope we can see him in the round of 16 of the OSL coming up here pretty soon. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I've enjoyed casting it, and you know, maybe if I get some time this weekend and I'm not going to be bugging my roommates, I'll cast some more games, but I'm not sure. And, you know, check out Cholera is doing Savior's MST group. I think Diggity is doing an MST group as well. So there's plenty of games. It's the time of the season where there's plenty of games to go around. There's a ton of group games and Pro League games and everything, so there's a lot of StarCraft to watch. It's a really great time to be a StarCraft fan. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that series. Thank you very much for listening. Take care.